Good evening.
Hello.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us. My name's Barry.
And I'm Jay.
And together we are Mitosu Crafts.
Yes, welcome to our channel. We're independent Stampin Up demonstrators based in the UK. So if you live in the UK, France, Germany, Austria, Netherlands, Belgium or Ireland, you'll be able to purchase current Stampin Up products from our online shop. Do use the current host code which can be found on our website at mitosocrafts.com to receive a handmade card from us the following month or any extra gifts if your order qualifies.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just looking at you and your scarf.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, I love my scarf. Anyway, so welcome to our fanciful 3D Friday.
Yeah, Fun Fold Friday, 3D Friday, whatever you want to call it. It's something a little bit more technical. So, yes, so you've got Jay tonight because we had a request from Christine, who...
And Mary, I think.
So, yeah, a few of you have requested you wanted to see... Where is it? It's a bit deconstructed at the moment. Wanted to see how this treat box was made, which was what you blogged for the Stampin' Sunday a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it?
With the fitting florets.
Fitting florets.
Frame
So
florets.
yes, so Jay did a lovely card which went with that as well, which a stepped up version to one which we did on a live, wasn't it? And he created this as well, and obviously if you requested you wanted to see it. So here it is. It was a good opportunity to make it for the Fun Fold Friday, or 3D Friday, because it's more of a 3D project. So yes, that's that.
We'll say hello to
We'll say hi to
Yeah.
yes everyone who is in. So
You can
I
say
will go.
hi.
We have got Anne, we have got Linda, we have Christine, who's going to go back to work. We're probably catching us on the replay if you've gone already. So Rachel, Charlotte, Lisa, Valerie, Joanne, Susan, Angie. I can't say that name there, Jay. Do you want to hazard a guess at that one there?
Nazi
Nazi Hange.
Hanji?
From France. Anyway, so thank you for joining us
Bonsoir.
there. We have Dawn, Jackie, and hi Mum, and that's it so far. So thank you all so much for joining us. So we will crack on straight away, and I'll hand you over to Jay for tonight's Fun Fold Friday.
Yes.
Enjoy. There we have it. So yes, so that was the one which you're going to be creating tonight. So enjoy, and I'll hand you over to Jay.
Making. Cool. I will be changing the decoration. I won't be using the frame florets this evening. So, Cardbase, I'll be working in inches, but it's quite easy to change the metric. So my card that I need is 5.5, so 14 centimeters. Oopsie. By 8 inches, or 7/7/8 would be fine as well. So 8 inches is 20.3, or 7/7/8 is actually 20 centimeters. So when I did the box, I did use metric, I believe, or I went back and forth. So you can use your paper trimmer, but it's just easier if you have the simply scored, which is that one. So we've had ours for a while, and it's still going. So on the long edge, we will score at, can you see? Yes, 2 3/4 of an inch, 3 3/4, so just an inch there, and 6.5 and 7.5, or that is 7 centimeters, and then what did I say, 3 3/4 would be 9.5 centimeters, and then plus 7 would be 15, no, 17, wait. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, yeah, 6.5, wasn't it? Yeah. I will write the measurements down in metric. I thought it would be easier. So that is done, and then we're gonna mark at 1/3 of an inch. So 1 inch, 1, 2, 3 on the top there, as well as 5/1/8. So 5 inches, and then just 1 notch. So just marking there. We're gonna turn 90 degrees. Ooh, what did I say? That one. That way. And that is score at 1/3 of an inch on the 1 inch bits. Okay, so actually it'll be harder to do this, but I will just lightly score at 1/3. I can't. I'll just score it down. There we go. So when you're doing the paper trimmer, you can just score on the inch space, and also at 4.5. Do that again. So it'll look like that. I will mark the, if you can see in black. And I'll just bring it up so you can see. Okay. So that is pretty much it. We will need to score our diagonals. So you can use your paper trimmer or simply score it as well. That's why we have our silver line across there, because you can just align the end and then on the other end as well. I'm hanging off the table. So you just need the diagonal line from the mark end to the other end. So if you're in between, you can just put your stylus, and then I can twist that round and then go up. Okay, and then do the same for the next one. And that is our diagonal lines. Cool. So we're gonna cut some DSP. So for the DSP, I opted for the, what is it called, Barry?
What's that? Sorry.
The DSP.
Penciled something, wasn't it? Perfectly penciled. Oh, what?
Yes, perfectly penciled. So this one is 2.5 by 4.25. We're just gonna mark at 3 inches on the long end. So top and bottom, you may not see it, and I probably can't see it myself. Is this long enough? And then halfway point from the 2.5 would be 1.25. Is that correct? I will just double check. Where is my ruler? Yep, that's correct. Cool. And whilst we have it here, we're just gonna cut this down. So hopefully that will fit in there. Oh no, see, look. Did I do... I think I didn't measure it properly. 4.25. Did I say 4.5? Is that 4.25? It is 4.25. Wait, did it? Weird. Okay. Bear with. 2.5 and 3 inches. Okay, I'll work that out in a second, but that should have been the same as that. Yeah, okay, it just looks really odd. It doesn't. Oh, because I marked the. Okay, not the 1 inch. That's gonna be the bottom. I needed to mark there. There we go. Sorry. Right, I've got my paper trimmer. And I just need the halfway point of the 2 3/4 of an inch, which is 1 3/8. Yeah, 1 3/8. So that would be score or mark at 6 5/8 of an inch. And then that one, 1 3/8 would be, oh, it's in between. So I'm just gonna double check that that is, yeah, 1 3 and 1 3. I've got my trimmer, so I'm just gonna do it this way. There we go. But the scoring at the bottom, it doesn't matter because it's gonna be at the base anyway, he says. So I'm just eyeballing it where the cross hatch is. Cross markings? Crosshair? And against the mark on the top as well. No, Tommy, you can't sit there. Okay, so that, I think that looks better. Yay! There we go. Cool. So we've got our DSP and our whatchamacallit, Cardbase. So when you're folding it, you just need to fold the diagonal lines first, and just be careful of the straight line. So just ease that down, and then we can cut on it as well. So where is my thing? Here we go. Bone folder. So just burnish all of those horizontal lines. So that's gonna be the base. So I'm just gonna fold that up, and we will be doing some cutting as well. So for this one, we're just gonna cut along the vertical lines. So I tend to use the straight edge of the larger piece. And then just notch it, just in case it doesn't fit, but you still have the straight edge of the other side. Just notch that in, And this one I'm just gonna notch in because you won't need the tiny bit down there. That one I'm gonna notch in. So with the top here, you will need this top left side, because when you stick it down, you'll need that to kind of like stick down to the top. So what you will need to do is just kind of like gauge how far you're gonna cut it inwards, but you could always cut it afterwards. So I'm just gonna do it that way, and then just notch that slightly. Okay, so what you could do is, if you go like that, just make sure that it won't hit the score mark. So I can actually go in slightly and then just cut in like that. So now we can make the box. So fold your piece with the tab, and we're just gonna add glue to those tabs, or use whatever adhesive you prefer. And this one isn't working. Oh, we got another one. We got a fuller one. Ooh, was a bit wobbly there. Now, I do sometimes get a bit blobby, so just bear that in mind. If you tend to be heavy-handed on the glue, just make sure that it doesn't seep out. What you could do is use the spreader after you've added it on, just so it gets into the edges and you're spreading it out a bit more, and you don't have too much excess. So really should be using the spreader, but it normally comes out a bit more. So just stick that down. Okay, and then on the bottom we're gonna put in the tab, and I do like to secure this a little bit more. So it's not a fold flat box, but you can make it fold flat if you add another tab, but that's a bit more there's a bit more cutting involved in that, so I didn't do it. And that just gets added on. Put this back in and just use the base. It's all about the base. Just use that to press in, and you have your box pretty much. So this top, you're just gonna close it down from the side like that, and that goes up, and that is the box. So we're just gonna add our DSP onto there. And to keep it simple, well, I am using my pre-colored North Pole cat. Where is the back? So that is the back, so I'm gonna use that side. I must have done this wrong. And also just be aware where your front is, because I've done it and I've got the flap pointing there. My cutting must not have been very straight, but hopefully yours is a lot better than mine. I can probably get away with cutting that down. Oh, it's really sticky now. You get the idea. So for the backing, I've pre-colored this cat, and I'm just gonna I have fussy cut it, most of it, and the whiskers I'm just gonna do a triangle inwards just to get that quite close to the stamping. And then what you can do is you can just shape those corners. We got the vellum. So for each one, I'm just gonna use the bow punch, and I did think of creating a house, but I'm just gonna use vellum for just to offset him. Do I have vellum? Of course, somewhere. And then what green shall I use? Actually, I'll just finish that off. So succulent. Evening evergreen, just the in colors. And with if you'd like to see how I've colored this, I've done another version on our online coloring masterclass, and the replay is available on our website. And the berries. Cool, so you can die cut circles. I'm just gonna use the rectangular postage stamp. Just told me. And I can probably get away with having 2 of those. Ooh, can I? Was that straight? That wasn't straight at all, was it? I should have made it straight because I wanted to do that. I can cut it, that's fine. There you go. And for the leafings, you can use die cuts. I'm gonna use soft, I guess soft succulent. That will be the same as that one. Hi Cheryl. Yes, Tommy is sat next to me. I had to move all the stuff that's on the chair because why would I have stuff on the chair? Right, soft succulent. And I think I might want a band for that. Ooh, yeah, let's go soft succulent on. Let's just do the same. So I'm just gonna add that on so you can use the belly band. Oh, that's so off. Belly band or just like that. I'll go belly band. And just stick that down.
quiet.
There we go. So I'm just gonna do that at the back. And then take that down, cut that in. I'm sure you can make it tidier than what I've done. There we go. Alright, I'm just gonna stick this with... Can I make you straight? Probably the trimmer would be easier. If I cut it straight in the first place, it would, or punched it straight, it would have been fine. But I wasn't thinking. It just saves me from trying to cut it on the box. So that one can go on here. Even then it wasn't, I didn't cut it straight. Oh well. I just add a couple of those. Dimensionals. And I do want to make sure that the tail is secure. And was that all? Mistletoe? I left enough space on there so then I can just insert my punched elements. And just shape that on the side of the paper snips. Try not to don't open your paper snips, please. Or you can use the Stampin' Pierce mat on the side. Hi, Gian. And then we're just gonna add a couple. Do I have 3? Probably need the small one. So if I do underneath as well, there we go. Another one. And then we can use the smaller ones at the front. Does it need dimension? Does it need bling? I think it does. Ooh, I moved it. There we go. And then finally this one. It does mix in with it a bit. Maybe I can wink it. too long, you can always cut it down. Wink of Stella. I'm just gonna add onto there. Just so it's slightly different than the ones on the background. And then finally, we're just gonna add some bling. What bling shall I use?
Some basic pearls.
I quite like the iridescent. This one, iridescent pearls basic.
Yeah.
Just it's got enough shine to it. And I'll just add that on there. Missed it. Yes, that's right. Move. There we go. That is my
Lovely.
box done.
Well done, you.
Oh. So I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, apologies about the DSP. It must have been my cut thing. I'm sure I cut this right.
It looks nice. It looks fine though. I mean, because it's on a dark background as well. It doesn't highlight it. If you've done it on a white,
Yes.
that would highlight it, maybe the slight imperfection which you've done there with the DSP. But that has worked quite well. So maybe think about that when you're doing something as well. Especially if you're doing things where you have got to try and match it up evenly. There is more room for error with something like this. So if you are doing this, maybe do think about what type of card base you're using. Try and keep it tonal so that the imperfections don't work. Because like I say, if we'd used a white on a black, it would have really emphasised the slight imperfection with the wonky cutting. So just think that through as well. I think that's a good little tip there. So when you're doing things like this, you try and use tone of card because it won't stand out as much.
I did it on purpose.
There we go. It was a learning technique. That's why Jay did it. That was exactly why he did it. So yes, but lovely. I think that's come out really, really well. So are you going to write the measurements down for this and put it in the video, please?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. Okay. He's looking at me, going, giving me more work to do.
Well, you can write it. It's there.
Okay.
But that's fine.
I'll get him to do it because I still won't be able to read his right. I'll have to go to him. What does that say, Jay? What does that say? So it's going to be easier for him to write
7. It's not 1. It's 7.
I can't read his writing because it's all the time.
Cool.
Lovely. Excellent. So let's come over to us. Anna's still got his scarf on. So thank you all so much for joining us tonight for this. I hope you enjoyed our 3D Friday or Funfold Friday, whatever we want to call it. It's down as Funfold Friday, but it's kind of a 3D Friday.
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back with you again on Sunday. Sorry, just realised the tail's just gone literally right in front of me. Come on, Tommy. We will be back with you again on Sunday evening. Same time, same place. Hopefully with less annoying cat. Hopefully we'll just settle down a little bit by then. Yes, we'll be back with you on Sunday evening, same time, same place.
Cool. Thanks so much, everyone.
Have a good one. See you later.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.